We're nearly...
It's Tuesday, the 1st of January 2019, New Year's Day.
Okay, Siri, thanks for that. So, anyway. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. So, quick look around the flat. You can see, looking pretty empty, but a shit ton of chaos happening over there. The last couple days that I'm in the UK, then I'm jumping on a plane heading for the US for a few months, which should be quite fun. Very excited, looking forward to it a lot. But just got back from the gym, and I was kind of, I like to watch what people do. I think I've said this before, and it's not because I like to judge or anything like that. It's just I like to watch their technique and try and identify where there's errors or what they're doing well, so that I can do more of that or less of it, depending on whether it's good or bad, right? And today I was kind of looking around, and there's people that have been training at the gym with me now, not technically with me, like they don't train with me in terms of like I train them or anything, but we go at the same sort of times every day, so you see the same people over and over and over again. And it was interesting to see how many of them are still doing the same shit that they were doing like a year ago. And it's just kind of going through the motions, doing exactly the same lifts. It's like, okay, Monday's chest day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do bench press, then I'm going to do cable flies, and I'm going to do this, that, and the other. Finished. And it's like they're the exact same as they were when they started at the beginning of the year. And bearing in mind we're now 12 months into the year, like we're nearly...
It's Tuesday, the 1st of January 2019, New Year's Day.
Okay, Siri, thanks for that. So, anyway, and they're the exact same version that they were at the beginning of the year, because they're doing the same stuff, and they're not pushing themselves beyond a comfort zone or to a point where they're forcing themselves to grow or to change. And now, maybe that's not their goal, right? Maybe their goal is just to maintain or to just be active and just move, and then that's cool too. But there's a lot of people in there trying to become healthier, fitter, stronger, but they're not stepping outside of their comfort zone. And your body is this amazing thing that adapts pretty quickly to things. So if you're doing the same thing over and over and over again for like months on end, your body's going to become very good at doing exactly that. And you're going to stop seeing progress because your body just adapts and evolves to become extremely good at that motion. So like, one of the easiest ways, and I don't see many people doing it, is to just change things up just a little bit. So like, and it's stupid little stuff, like you just change the grip that you're using on, let's say like a lat pull down, right? You go from being a little bit close to a little bit further away. That targets slightly different muscles. That makes the muscle work slightly differently than it had before. And all of a sudden you still see more growth and you see more progress. And because I've stopped doing a lot of cardio, I'm just doing weights again, I would throw in like 2 HIIT sessions a week. So that's probably what I'm going to do from next week, is instead of just doing weights every day like I'm doing, I'll still do my weight sessions, but then you throw in a HIIT session or 2 a week, and all of a sudden you'll just watch yourself transform again. Because I stopped doing the HIIT for what, a good month and a bit now, and then you throw that HIIT back in, and all of a sudden your body's like, holy shit, shock factor, I best change, I best evolve, I best do this or that or whatever, and then easy game. And that's just the thing, like I was thinking about this, how does this relate to business, how does this relate to life and everything. And I do the same shit over and over again in business and in life. Like I make the same mistakes over and over and over again. Like, was it last week? I was talking about how my income has grown, and I was super stoked and happy with the way in which things have gone and played out and whatever. And I was thinking to myself, like, actually, let me work out how much money I've earned this year. So I sat down and I did some maths and whatever, and I was like, fuck, I've actually made some decent money this year, yet I've got no money. And it's because as my income's grown, my spending's grown in like proportion. So yeah, I'm making a stupid amount more money than I did 6 years ago or whatever, but my disposable income is probably the same, if not slightly less than it was back then, because my spending habits have just become obscene. And that's the same shit that we were doing in South Africa before we left. Like, we were spending beyond our means, which put us into hot water, which meant that we were like up shit creek, etc. Came back over here, started again from fresh, did really well for the first few years, and then you slip back into old habits and you do dumb shit that you shouldn't be doing. And now, like, put myself in a position where I've got a fucking monster tax bill coming my way, and it's gonna like blow all my savings and push me to a point where I'm extremely uncomfortable again, and it's not. And I'm thinking to myself, like, how fucking stupid are you, dickhead? Like, you know this in the gym, you know not to like do the same shit over and over again. If you want to become a better version of yourself, you got to do shit, you got to like learn from previous mistakes, you've got to learn and evolve and adapt, etc. Otherwise your body just gets very good at doing the same shit and you don't make any progress. But in life, in my day-to-day, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm doing the same shit over and over again. I'm making the same mistakes over and over again. I'm not learning from bad habits, and I'm putting myself in the same position as before and forcing myself to be uncomfortable, when the reality is, like, I should be very comfortable right now. And I mean, not comfortable in terms of like where I am in life, because I want to get better, I want to do more, be more, earn more, etc. But like, the amount of disposable income I have versus what I had previously is exactly the same, if not less, because I'm making the dumb shit mistake of spending more than I should be, because I'm like, well, I've got this money, I should just spend it on this, that, and the other. And it's like, no, it doesn't work like that. Like, you should be a little bit smarter. You should be thinking about like the future and like the past as well, and say, okay, well, back in 2000 and whatever, you did this, and it put you in a fucking shitty position. You were struggling. It wasn't fun. Life is hard when you got no fucking money, let me tell you. Especially when it's like, okay, I've got X amount of money left. There's this many days in the month. That means I've got like peanuts each day. And then there's days where you've got to decide whether you eat or put fuel in the car. Like, that's, fuck. That shit sucks. And like, when you remember how bad it was, you think, well, why am I putting myself in a similar position again where I'm not planning properly? Like, I'm spending as much as I'm earning. I haven't put enough away for the rainy day sort of thing. And like, I was obviously saving. I thought I was doing a good job, but not good enough. Like, when I look at now what the tax bill is that's coming, I'm like, fuck, okay, this is gonna suck, this is gonna hurt. And it's because I've done the same stupid shit. Like, I haven't put enough money away for rainy days, for when you don't have income coming in, like all this stuff. And it's lessons that you've learned, but you just assume, okay, cool, like, we're all good now, it's evergreen from this point on. And that's not how it works. So yeah, just going back, like, I like to relate certain things to different things. So like, when I was in the gym and I was watching that, and I was thinking to myself, like, this is dumb. Then I was thinking, actually, hang on a minute, that's exactly what you do, just in a slightly different sort of way. And it is fucking dumb. So just give it some thought. Think about like where you're making the same mistakes over and over and over again, and what you can do to change it. Because it's easy looking now and going, oh yeah, I need to change this, and I will. But then it's like maintaining that and ensuring that you do that over and over and over again, so that you don't keep making the same mistakes, because it gets to the point where it gets boring, man. Like, you're just doing the same shit, you're doing the dumb shit every day, and you're like, fuck. At some point you got to learn from this. Like, if you want to evolve as a human being and you want to be, like, again, for me, being the best version of myself, etc., etc., like, you don't become a better version of yourself by doing the same dumb shit over and over again. Like, you become the best version of yourself by learning from mistakes, implementing change, and evolving with time. So this is a big one for me. It's definitely something that I need to consider and be a little bit better at, because yeah, I'm slipping into old habits, and like the old Byron is currently sabotaging the new Byron, which is dumb as fuck. Not smart, not clever. In the gym, I've got it dialed in. Now it's time to dial it in other places. So that's today's video. I hope you had a good time, and if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram, bottom corner, and yeah, it was good seeing you, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Cheers for now.
Come